Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to start our new chapter, that is coordinate geometry. What do you understand by coordinate geometry? Simply, coordinate geometry helps us to locate a point on a paper or to describe someone that where an object is placed. Okay, as we have already studied how to locate a point on a number line. Assume that this is a number line and these are the markings of a number line. So we have studied that how to locate a point on the number line. If the question says us to locate 3 units on the number line, so we can just simply mark here, and 3 units is this distance on the number line. So we have already studied how to locate a point on a number line. We also know how to describe the position of a point on the number line. Assume that this is a number line and we have to describe the position of an object which is placed on -3. So how will we describe it? Can we say that the object is placed in a certain direction at 3 units from the number line? Yes, we can say this. So we know how to describe the position of the object on the number line. There are many other situations in which to find a point we are required to describe its position with reference to more than one line. For example, that we have an object, suppose we have a number line like this. Okay, one number line like this and another like this. Okay, so suppose an object is placed here. So how will we describe to a person that where is that object placed on the number line? So this object is not placed on x-axis, neither this object is placed on y-axis. So how will we describe the position of that point? Here coordinate geometry helps us to describe the position. We mark it as x-axis and x dash because left side of the number line, or we can say that left side of the origin is termed as the negative side, so we will refer it as x dash, and this is y-axis and this is y dash. So this is our first quadrant. These are called as quadrants. This is our first quadrant, this is our second quadrant, this is our third quadrant, and this is our fourth quadrant. Okay, so when we mark 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, so can we say that the object is placed here from y-axis and at 3 units from x-axis? So how will we mark the position of that point? We will just simply say that the object is placed at 3, 4 from the origin. Okay, 4, why we say it 4? Because it is 4 units on the y-axis and 3 units on the x-axis. So with the help of coordinate geometry we can describe the position of an object on the plane. So what is the system of mathematical operations on these quadrants? Means what is the system of signs on these quadrants? First quadrant remains positive for both x and y axis, and in second quadrant, as we can see, that x will be negative and y will be positive. So it means all the points lying in this area will be negative comma positive. It means that x part of that point will be negative and y part of that point will be positive. So in third quadrant both of them will be negative. We can say this because x axis is negative here and y axis is also negative here. So all the points lying in this area will be negative comma negative, right? And in the fourth quadrant x will be positive and y will be negative. So can we say that all the points lying in this area will be positive comma negative? We have to assume the position of the point on the basis of these four quadrants so that we can solve our questions easily. We have to remember this markings. How to remember these markings? When we will draw x axis, the right side will be positive and left side will be negative, and when we rotate in anti-clockwise direction, when we rotate the x axis in anti-clockwise direction and draw the y axis at 90 degree to x axis, the upper side, the upper part of the origin will be positive and the lower part of the origin will be negative. So from here we say that in the first quadrant all the points of both the positive integers, both y and both x are positive here. So all the points, both positive points, lie in first quadrant. One negative means x is negative and y is positive lie in second quadrant. Both negative lie in third quadrant, and x is positive and y is negative lies in the fourth quadrant. So we can remember by this method how to draw the quadrants. Okay, now suppose, take an example that how will you describe to your friend, how will you describe to a friend that where your table lamp on your study table is placed. Suppose this is a table, okay, this is your study table. Now your study lamp is placed here, okay, your study lamp is placed here. Now how will you describe to your friend that where the study lamp is placed on your table? Suppose take this part of the table as x axis, okay, take this part as the x axis and this is as the origin. Now what will be our y axis? This will be our y axis, right? This will be our y axis. Now this is our origin, 1 2, right, and 1 2 3 4. This is our y axis. We have to take the markings at equal distance on both x and y axis. Okay, now when we will measure the distance of the lamp from the y axis and from x axis, what coordinates we are getting from this position? We are getting 2, 4. We first write the coordinate of x axis and then the second coordinate will be y axis. So we can say to our friend that the table lamp is placed at 2, 4 point or 2, 4 centimeter from your chair at the study table. Okay, you can describe in this method so that he or she can understand it in better way. So we have to apply this method to tell the position of a certain object, that where the object is placed at the certain point. Okay, so this is the basic of the coordinate geometry and this is sufficient for you for today. So if you feel any query or if you have any doubt regarding this topic until this point, so you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.